Go, Josh.
Saying go, I ain't the dancer here. What's up, guys? I'm Josh Cribbs.
And I'm Maria Cribbs, and you are watching The Return with Josh and Maria Cribbs. We are here at Big Play Studios, right here on the beautiful shores of Lake Erie, and it is a beautiful day.
It is. Y'all better get out. If y'all didn't get out today, shame on you. It's Cleveland.
But you know, sometimes in Cleveland, the sun can be shining, and it can be a little deceiving because it's still cold outside. But it's actually matching. The energy's matching. It's a nice, cool temperature. Mm-hmm. But I did have I had one of those long North Face coats on. I didn't know what to expect, and I'm burning up.
Cleveland.
I'm sweating.
It could be.
I don't know if it's hot flashes.
It could be sunny, 100 degrees one day, and the next day it could be hailing.
It could be -2 degrees. You never know. But it's beautiful today.
We have an awesome show for you guys today.
Oh, we do.
I'm excited. From the youngest teacher in the country.
And I think in the world.
We got
her on the show, right.
Yes. Also, we got our Super Bowl picks coming up. We got Browns. Micah Parsons from the Dallas Cowboys was talking about something. Cleveland is Cleveland. We're going to talk about how David Njoku checked them.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he checked
the chief?
them. Yeah, the chief checked them. And we got special guests in studio. Our first guest.
Our first in-studio guest, Christy and her husband, Seth. And y'all seen their viral video. They were going viral. They were walking around Cleveland barefoot. So we're going to talk to them a little bit later on in the show. But Josh, we got a lot of feedback in regards to what we aired last week in regards to our son, Israel. We're trying to figure out where he's going to go for high school. And everybody
was putting their schools out there.
They were.
Somebody said Pickerton from Columbus.
Oh, wow.
Was like somebody said Massillon. Didn't they allude because we said Hoban? We went to Hoban recently.
Yeah, we went to Hoban.
And they were Massillon beat them.
Yeah.
In the in the state championship.
They talking about football?
Yeah.
But Izzy plays baseball, football, and basketball.
Right, and track.
Yeah. Well, you know, he dabbles in track just to keep him in shape. Right.
Right.
But I think the whole thing one thing I didn't say last week is we're looking for more diversity.
Right.
So we went to schools like St. Ignatius and St. Ed's. They didn't have the diversity that I'm looking for.
They did have
You know what
some.
I mean? They had some. They could do better. And we talked to them about that. They could do better. But I think we went down to Hoban. And, of course, we was in Cleveland Heights. I'm like, oh, this is more of what we're looking for.
Yeah, we like Cleveland Heights.
Yeah.
That's where the Kelsey brothers went.
Them the Tigers, right?
Yeah, the Tigers.
But I did like Hoban, too. And it's Canton. Canton is not too far of a drive, John. I'm just saying Canton because that's the football capital. And they be down there playing some football. That's his favorite sport.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. We got some decisions to make. We do.
We do.
How you doing today, though?
I'm great.
Josh mentors the young boys every Tuesday.
And it makes me feel great. I wanted to say thank you for bringing that up because whenever you're having a bad day or I'm not saying you.
Because that's when you work with your spouse and you're married, anytime he came in here mad last Tuesday, I'm sure Ryan was probably like, oh, what Maria done did to him? Nothing. So I'm glad you said I could be in bad spirits and it has nothing to do with my wife. It's really because he's a Gemini, and y'all know how Geminis be acting.
It had everything to do, Ryan. It had everything to do with my wife. You know what? Not today. We need some We got another married couple in the house, so we're gonna behave.
So you're doing good today, though.
I'm doing.
And how the boys doing?
The boys are doing good.
What y'all do today?
I love mentoring them. We played. We had financial literacy games.
Oh, okay.
So I be investing in their future. I give out money to them. So they have to answer some questions, and I give out dollars.
Okay.
For the correct answers.
When the accountant calls, because our accountant does call, you see, it's not me. He's giving out money at the school.
They call for you.
They ain't got nothing to do with Amazon and Target and the FedEx
Ryan,
and UPS.
Our accountant calls for her. Like, Maria's card.
Like, you sure she's not plotting to leave you, is she? Because she's taking out a whole lot of money. No, that happened one time, but I was doing a little investing, so that's how that goes.
You was Chanel bags and whatever the other stuff.
They're vintage. They're worth triple the price now. Okay, so look, a few weeks ago, we showed you this viral video of a Cleveland couple that was walking around town barefoot. So we're going to, in case y'all, need a refresher, I'm going to show you their video once again, and then we're going to hit a commercial break, and we're going to come back live with them in the studio. They're our very first in-studio guests, but check this video out first. It's amazing.
We're no longer going to wear shoes, even when we're outside. I think there are so many benefits of going barefoot outside, and we want to take advantage to each and every one of these. Of course, there's going to be people that think it's kind of crazy and look at us weird, but the benefits are totally worth it. One thing it definitely does is it grounds us. We feel connected to nature. Going barefoot can actually help you gain a greater appreciation for the natural world. And we've definitely noticed that even in the short time we've done it. This year, I really wanted to start getting into yoga, and this is actually a form of foot yoga. The resistance and inconsistency nature offers integrates reflexes in the foot and forms strong arches, which is really important to us. We've both noticed that our posture has improved and our stress has reduced. I know you're probably thinking that's gross, we're gonna get sick from doing this, but barefoot walking can actually have many positive effects on your immune system. It can help reduce white blood cells and help fight off sicknesses while building a stronger immunity. It also naturally helps with copper and iron levels. We like to think of it like a cold plunge for our feet. Especially where we are in the winter, it's super cold here and there's a lot of snow, but there's plenty of places like this fireplace to warm up when we need to. We know this is definitely common in Ohio, but let us know if this is something you do too.
All right, now welcome back to The Return with Josh and Maria Cribbs. Like we told y'all before our break, we have our first live in-studio guest. You've seen their video. They've been going viral all across the nation. They've been walking barefooted all around Cleveland.
Barefoot.
We have Christy and her husband, Seth Fitz, on the show with us today. What's up, you guys?
Hi.
How's it going?
Oh, no, hold on. See, this how, anytime we get guests, we had the good conversations during the
Push
commercial.
that mic close to you.
Yeah, come on, we need to hear y'all.
Yeah, there you
How
go.
y'all doing today?
We're doing
Yeah,
good.
we're
We're so
doing-
excited to be here.
Oh, no, we're happy to have you. Like we said, y'all are our first in-studio guests, but we got to get right into it. When I saw your video, I'm looking, I was on TikTok, by the way, and I'm looking, I'm like, wait, they walking around the city barefoot. And then you went up some stairs inside of Urban Outfitters,
Yep.
and I was like, I know those stairs.
Right.
I'm like, wait a minute, that might be Crocker Park. Hold up, wait a minute.
That's Ohio.
You went to
That's
Sephora,
Cleveland.
and I seen the Cheesecake Factory right there. I said, they are in Crocker Park there in Ohio.
Right.
And sure enough, you were. I reached out. I was like, y'all got to come on the show and explain. What made y'all start walking around barefoot?
You know, it's like great immunity. So when you start barefoot walking, it's grounding, as you know. You get exposed to a lot of different chemicals in the ground that you can gain immunity to.
And yeah, we're just always looking for ways to become better people and try out new things. So we decided, why not try it? And we ended up loving it. So
You guys are bold.
mhm.
You guys are bold. So it takes some gusto. Because
Yeah.
even if I knew everything you just said, like, man, this going to help my heart out. This going to help my white blood cell, all that, right?
Me and you,
All that.
we go grounding.
Right, we
Yeah.
do. But it's bold to be able to go in public and do that. Now, you guys, let me ask this first. Are you guys extroverts or introverts?
I think that we're introverts. Like, everyone thinks we're extroverts because we're like always on social media and stuff, but like we're pretty shy. That's why like when we went to Crocker and we're at all those stores, like it was definitely hard to do because
But I think that's helped. I think we're
It's helped.
I think we're getting
yeah.
closer to extroverts now.
Right, it's helping
after all
us
this,
because we're going
for
in there,
sure.
the workers are looking at us, but we're like, we don't know, we don't care. We know what we want to
And
do.
it's-
Are you?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead, Seth.
It's like therapeutic. Have you ever done a cold plunge?
Oh, yes.
Especially out in the winter in Cleveland, it's just like a cold plunge. You walk
Yeah,
out there
so-
with your bare feet.
Yeah, we went right through the
So
snow.
it
was
is
That's my
awesome.
thing. When he put his feet in the snow, I said, you go catch a cold, Seth. What are you doing? But if anybody doesn't know, so Josh and I do grounding, but we do it in our backyard or whatever. And it's supposed to be where you're connected to the earth. You know, the earth has its own like electromagnetic field that your body needs. And when we wear these rubber shoes, technically you're not getting it, right? So when I saw you walking around Crocker Park barefoot, I was like, oh, hell no. I was
it
just
takes
like
some
blown
gusto.
away. Do you get crazy stares? Like, do people are, what are you doing? Put your shoes on. Like, what's the worst thing someone has said to y'all regarding this?
I don't think I ever want to go to the Sephora and Crocker again.
For real? What happened? Okay, give us some tea.
Well, I love Sephora.
Me
I'm like-
too.
I'm like,
Oh,
okay,
every
then
girl
we're going
does.
on a trip. I need to go to Sephora, get some makeup and skincare, and we walk
They
in
started
there.
looking at us now.
Yeah,
every time.
every single time we're in there, we see him like whispering, like that's them, because we
Yeah.
go like we seriously go in there
Y'all
like
celebrities.
Me
multiple
too.
times
Like,
a
it's like
week.
a convenience
celebrities.
store. Yeah.
I think
So-
y'all celebrities. I think especially from the videos when everybody see y'all coming, they go get everybody. Hey, they coming on in here, y'all. Watch. Does it? You said y'all became more extroverts throughout
Kind
the
of have
process.
to with this process. Yeah.
And I know every time it makes it's easier to do it. Do y'all ever go to a place like, they spilled something on the floor, or is that ever a problem? Like, I can't walk on
Like, I
that.
stepped in
No,
something.
if
It helps
anything-
with the immunity.
Yeah, we're actually excited if
Everything.
it's somewhere like Great Northern Mall, not the cleanest mall, but we
Right.
went in there and we were like, this is great because
That's
we
where we
need
got our
this stuff.
pedicures
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
So,
I understand the science behind that
Yep.
Mhm.
because even like children,
Mhm.
with
But we're not
toddlers.
children anymore. You
I
would
know,
think we have our immunity. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, to something as low grade as stuff that be on the floor.
Yeah.
I get it. I get the concept, right?
Right.
Now, when you first met, did y'all do this as a couple? Because
You guys are married. You've been married
now.
for a while.
Yep.
So did y'all do this as a couple, or did you decide this is my lifestyle, and then she came into it?
Well, it started off with socks, and then, the socks kept getting wet. So we had to take off the socks. She thought it was real weird at the beginning, but she started seeing how like energetic I was getting,
And
Wait a
he
minute, it
was
was your
getting
idea?
sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know if, we can kind of discuss this. When you're married to someone, for some reason, the woman always gets the bad rap. So I can see someone thinking, you're forcing him to do this. This is, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I
it
thought-
was your idea to start grounding.
Yeah, but she's taking it to a whole nother level.
Oh.
I mean,
Like,
Like, baby, I'm talking about doing this in the bedroom,
Go
not
ahead.
outside in
She
the
take it to
Sephora.
another level.
oh
Go
yeah.
ahead.
I mean, I wanted to do it like a little bit, like here and there. It's like every day she's trying to get out there, go walking barefoot.
You went extreme with it?
Yeah.
So-
and-
What made you do
That's
that,
so
though, Christy?
funny.
I just loved it so much. Like, I would get sick, the kids would get sick, and Seth is like thriving. He's like never sick. He's
Wow.
like, his mood was great. Like, all
Wow.
this stuff. I'm like, I want to be like you.
Oh, yeah.
So what do
Wow.
I have to do? And I'm like, I have to not wear shoes. And then, like, I love going shopping. So
Yeah.
he's like, we have to go to Sephora again barefoot. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah.
So you were kind of uncomfortable with, like, hold on, okay, so at first were you guys just doing it in your backyard, like kind of Josh and I do?
Well, like down the street.
Okay.
Like that's why I get wet walking a puddle.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
But, yeah.
So
Dang.
let me ask you this.
Do your kids do it?
No.
Oh,
no.
okay,
We wouldn't make them do
okay.
it.
But let me
I
ask
didn't even
you-
know you had kids. You guys look
Yeah.
so young, yeah.
So you just wanted to do it a little bit.
Yeah,
This was just like, I do this because I'm gonna ground. I'm gonna do this and that.
He's like, Christy's going crazy.
And she took it, and you like, oh, we going to the mall?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, she's talking about it's gonna extend our life. I mean,
It could, though.
It could.
That mess around to be
It will.
120 years
Community,
old.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
Was
Yeah.
you
It would extend
against it a little bit? Like, man, I'm just going down. I'm just doing this in the comfort of my own neighborhood, and
Yep.
now you want to do this? Was
Yep.
you against it a little bit?
Well, seeing all the people looking at us and like looking like they're driving and they're turning their heads and they're not
Yeah.
paying attention where they're going.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a little worrying, but I kind of like it now.
Well, sometimes, you could be wearing like a nude flip flop and you would think someone's barefoot. So I could see, when somebody finally gets up close on you, like, wait a minute, they don't have any shoes on. Okay, so we had this thing in our home where you got to take your shoes off. You got to remove your shoes when you walk through our home. Josh, when he's mad at me and he knows I just cleaned
Oh,
up,
yeah.
he'll track all around the house.
Oh
and
yeah,
then-
when I'm mad, I'm walking
I ain't
around
taking
the
no
house
shoes
with my
off,
shoes
right.
on. I'm in the bedroom like,
I wish she would say something. I pay this mortgage. So how does that work when you've been walking around outside all day, getting, people spit on the ground,
Right.
dogs poo on the ground, people urinate on the ground. Is there a routine when you step into the house, you got to wipe your feet off with some Lysol wipes? What's the deal with that?
Yeah, so usually like in the car and stuff, we'll let this stuff like marinate on our feet or whatever, and then once we get home, we usually like wipe our feet with a Clorox wipe and then put on socks.
Okay, that's
Hey, I
cool.
don't like
take
that.
a shower later.
I don't like that. You gonna get some
What?
comments about that. You
What
let
you
the
mean?
stuff marinate on your feet and everything. You know what? I could just think y'all coming over the crib, y'all coming over to our house. We invite. So say this whole studio was at our house. I'm like, all right, staying outside. Let me get the hose. And
Hose everybody
give me your
down.
right foot now.
Yeah.
Because as a kid, we used to play in the backyard with no shoes on, but then
Right.
we had to, so it's interesting. You guys put on socks.
Yeah.
And y'all have a whole routine though.
Because you're no longer on the earth.
I love the
you're in
fact that
surra-
you
you're in your
guys do
floors.
this together. Because it's like, if a couple works out together, their relationship get better.
Getting stronger.
Have you
yeah.
guys found that you guys within your relationship has grown tighter because of this? Would you say?
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're like coming up with ideas together, like new places to go doing it. We also like made an invention together.
Wow.
So that like you said, people looking at us weird. So we found a way
Yeah.
to get people to not know that we're barefoot when we are barefoot.
Yeah.
So that people like
And we
don't
are
look at
starting on
us.
pre-orders soon.
Yeah.
Hold on,
So-
pre-orders of
The
hold on.
invention. Talk
But
about
so
it.
many
Yeah.
people are asking us. They want us to cut out the bottom of their shoes too.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, Ryan, hit that video because I'm like, there's a follow up to this. So,
Yep.
we're walking around barefoot
Uh-huh.
and you're kind of getting the looks and everything like that, which can be a little bit intimidating. So now you found a solution. You guys have been cutting out the bottoms of, I saw a video that you posted on your social. You guys have been cutting out the bottoms of your shoes so that it kind of looks like you still have shoes on, but you still have that barefoot base connected to the earth.
Yes.
You got that video, Ryan? Okay, let me show them a little bit of that.
I have removed the bottoms of all of our shoes. We decided to start walking barefoot, and one of our followers had a great idea. Since some businesses don't want us being completely barefoot, if we cut off the bottom of our shoes, it'll allow us to be barefoot but blend in with everyone else. This is a huge commitment, but we were willing to make it. These are our favorite shoes. Our shoe collection is worth more than $20,000, but this is a sacrifice we're willing to take because walking barefoot means the world to us. The benefits of walking barefoot are priceless, and now our shoes are worth more than money could ever be. So today we got to work and started removing the bottoms. We weren't sure if this was going to be easy or hard, and it ended up being pretty easy. We made little shelves.
Okay, I need to know more about cutting out the bottom of your shoes. I want to know, how do you make the shoe stay on if the base is not there?
Right.
So look, we're going to go to commercial. Don't you go anywhere. We got more with Seth and Christy when we return. Okay. All right, now welcome back to the return, and we got Seth and Christy here, and of course my baby Josh. Are you like in awe of all this right now?
I am. I love it because you guys are doing it together. Also, knowing that it wasn't her idea, it was his idea.
Yeah.
But I see that it has grown because of her.
Yeah.
And that's what, good women do in our lives.
Mm-hmm.
They turn
Look at you preaching today.
houses into homes.
Right.
You buy them food, they'll make a meal for you.
Right.
They multiply. As far as man,
You buy
children,
her
whatever you let a good woman touch,
All right
they
now.
multiply.
You buy her shoes. She helps you cut the bottoms out. Right? Look, I ain't say all
I'm trying
that.
to be poetic.
Okay, yo, we got to bring y'all back into this. How does that? No, you really on one today, Josh, with your inspiration.
No, I'm just saying because soon as he said that,
Yeah.
Knowing that he was just doing it and he had the idea, he had the mentality and the science behind it, and then look where it is now.
What made you start doing it?
So people are giving us weird looks. She doesn't really care, but I want to be discreet. So I started cutting the bottom of our shoes out, and then you leave the trick is you got to have a strong Italian shoe with leather.
Oh.
Cut a little lip at the front of the shoe and in the back of the shoe.
Mm-hmm.
You leave a lip for the heel and the toes so your toes can latch on so they don't pop up.
Like your toenail latches on.
So y'all, it's tried and true. Y'all tried it. Y'all
Yep.
tried out the bad way. Y'all probably made a couple beta versions and was like, "Oh man, this ain't
How
working."
many shoes did y'all mess up?
Oh, we did it to all of our shoes except for these ones.
Okay, so you guys can't see their feet. They have on shoes today, which I'm like, wait a minute, I want the full experience.
Yeah, I was like,
I thought they're gonna come in here
"Oh,
barefoot,
man, what the-"
right?
I was like,
She got
"Y'all got
shoes
on
on
shoes."
for right now. It's some pretty cool shoes, by the way.
Do y'all ever get a place where? Because I know before you made the shoes, so nobody know that y'all can walk in the business and they'll be like, "Oh, I thought that's them. Maybe they not doing it no more."
Yeah.
But have y'all ever, before y'all made the shoes, went into a business that they said y'all can't come in because you don't have any shoes
You
on?
been kicked out anywhere?
No, I heard that businesses actually can't kick you out. They've tried, they've said you don't have shoes on, but as we've been doing research, we've been informed by a bunch of people that they actually can't kick you out for that.
Wow.
So we can still go back to any of those places.
That's,
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
good information.
I've seen like convenience stores, no shoes, no shirt,
Nah,
no
they
service.
say no shirt. Yeah, no shoes, no shirt, no. I think no
service.
shirts.
But if they don't have it posted, then you wouldn't know. Yeah.
Yeah.
What y'all whispering about?
They like,
Come on,
hey,
tell me.
don't-
Come on. What you
don't
say
say
whatever you want to
I
say.
was
He
about
wants
to
to
say, what
tell
are you
the
talking about?
tea.
Sephora kicked us out.
Yeah.
They did?
Yes.
And did you go back in there and
Yeah,
say,
we
where's your
went in
policy?
there
Because
with
we
the
know it's
shoes.
not policy, so we still
I
go
see
there.
you posted that though,
I know.
didn't you? You
Yep.
posted it.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that the Sephora had an issue with it.
She's trying to be all discreet.
I
Well,
didn't want to
she don't
call
wanna
them
me-
out, but
she don't
well,
wanna- she don't wanna mess up any
I
brand
get it
deal.
because if you say you ever work there or you go there still, so they'll
Right.
probably see this.
True.
And I get it.
They
But
probably
your
have to go to
hubby over there like, hey babe, hey man, tell them the
Well, you
real.
gotta-
We being real out here.
I guess you had to let them know because at what point does it stop? You guys choosing to come in there barefoot, but say a kid's walking around barefoot, you gonna kick them out too.
Right.
So they don't have a policy,
Right.
put on the
And
front door.
I don't think it's an issue either,
Yeah.
especially because everybody else has their shoes on.
Yeah.
So what harm are you guys doing?
Right.
Right.
You know,
'Cause the bottom of your feet or the bottom of your feet, whether it's a shoe
I
or a
would-
foot. Yeah.
I probably be doing
Well, hold
harm.
on,
My
no.
feet.
Don't nobody want to see those toes, those
I'm
talons.
not doing it.
Nah,
I'm
no.
like, I'll be embarrassed for another reason. I'm
They
like,
be like, you need to go to you need to walk into a spa right now, immediately.
can we go to a spot? Can we?
And that's what we do. How often would you say?
Every other day.
Every other day we
as
go
we're
get
getting used
pedicures
to
to
it.
keep our feet
Dang, y'all
clean.
fancy.
Yeah, so
I go like once every 3 months.
You gotta have a deal.
yeah,
y'all gotta have a
got
discount.
To. I can
something.
see things coming from this.
Y'all do it yourself?
No.
Or y'all go, oh.
We go and get it done so it can be like perfect.
Oh.
Y'all,
They better be giving y'all a top discount to come in there.
but Christy, hold on. When you took one thing I saw your video, when you took your foot and you hit the crosswalk button, I was like, oh no, she doing too much right. I was like, no, why? Was that just for the video or would you do that normally?
I do that normally. I wanted to get like the full experience of just like using my feet and connecting with everything.
Set up now.
Oh my God. Okay, because I was like, no. You said you can't raise your foot that high.
My hamstring. Well, I can. So you guys are
well, I
pretty
was looking at it like
acrobatic.
you wouldn't put the bottom of your shoe on that because people's hands touch it. So I was like, oh, that was the only thing. And then you cracked me up when you had to your feet. Whose feet was that by the fireplace?
Mine.
And you rubbed them together. I was like, oh my goodness. But okay, so we understand you guys go barefoot. Now this invention, is it for sale? What's coming from
Well,
this?
I think we should make you guys a pair.
Yeah.
I would love
of the
it.
shoes.
Yeah.
Because as long as they can't see my toes, I'm good.
For
Yeah.
real.
I'm
We
wearing.
would do it.
I would do it.
Is that what's coming up next?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
Yeah, like, well, that video, we didn't expect, I think it's at like almost 50 million views. So I think we
that's crazy.
inspired a lot of people and that want to go barefoot, but, didn't want to tell anyone and didn't want to do it. So when it hit that many views, so many people are messaging me like, could you, if I send you shoes, will you cut out the soles?
Heck
Like,
yeah.
how did you do it?
Oh
And
yeah.
So,
So a business has evolved from this.
Right.
Yeah.
You guys get a lot of hate though.
Yep.
oh yeah.
And how do
That's
you
why
deal?
we're making a rap song.
Oh,
You gotta
Exactly why.
Yep.
A
It
diss
inspired
track.
a rap song.
a
Yep.
diss track. But how do you deal
both
with?
y'all on the track? Both of y'all rapping
Yeah,
on
and,
it?
and our friend Rich Baby too.
Yeah.
So
Rich-
that's how
Rich
they
Baby.
deal with it. That's
Rich
how they
Baby.
deal
Yeah.
with the negativity, the
Yep.
comments.
Streaming now.
But
Yeah.
before you made the rap song,
Barefoot in the land.
right?
What's the name of the song?
Oh, we didn't name it yet. We just did
Maria.
it yesterday.
just did it
It's
yesterday.
fresh on the track.
Yeah, it's
okay.
fresh.
That's
It's gonna
what's
come out.
up.
I
What's
would
up, baby?
wonder how you guys felt, and how was your reaction to the hate?
To
Do
the
you
hate.
feel like
Did
you
you
had to
ex-
respond to every comment? Like how do you feel? How did you feel when you see the negative comments?
So we started TikTok 2020, 2019. So we've been doing it for a long time. Like when we first started, we gained 1 million followers really quick. And even back then we were doing dancing videos and literally family friendly content, nothing that could even be controversial. And I would still get comments of people I can't stand this girl. Just people we went to school with or people we know hating on us for. It's we've dealt with hate from back then and we're just so used to it. And we
Yeah.
know these people they're just behind a screen. They'll hate on you no matter what you
No
do.
matter what.
So if anything, it just pushes us to do better and keep going. Because we know when we start getting hate, we're moving up. We're getting
Sometimes it
more
can just be the
views.
light that you radiate. I had somebody in one of my videos. Why is she always smiling? I'm
Yeah,
like, who hates on
seriously.
someone who's
Yes.
smiling?
Yes.
Yeah, like
Yes.
you must be miserable.
Sometimes your
too.
own light, it creates a problem for people who are in the dark.
Yeah.
Because of your light. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be true on
Let
this.
your haters be
When
your
I thought
motivators.
that it was just your idea, I was like, he probably dang man, my girl look good. I can't tell her I don't like this. I can't tell her I hate doing it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
that's my girl.
He like, no, this was
He
my
probably-
idea.
That's what I had in my head. I was like,
Yep.
man, he probably man, my girl, she fine. I need to do this to keep her.
Do whatever you say, baby.
Yeah, whatever you want.
say.
We going barefoot
I
today?
love that y'all doing it together.
Yeah,
So okay,
that's-
so
that's
let's
a plus.
before we let you guys go, we got the rest of the show to do. So what's coming from this? I know you got over 2 million followers on TikTok. I know you keep going viral. What are you hoping to come from this? You said you got the rap album, the rap song coming out. When will that be available? Do you know yet?
About a
We're
month.
shooting a music video for it soon, so it
I
should
love
be in the next couple months. We want everything to be
I
perfect.
think we're
Yeah.
going to Miami too.
Yeah, we might be
Shoot
going to
that.
Oh,
Miami
y'all
for
big
that.
time.
Walking around
Yeah.
with,
That's
feet,
what's
with
up.
your feet in the sand.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Edgewater's good enough. You don't want Edgewater
Hey,
view
why
in the
not?
background?
We can,
That's you get a lot of bacteria over there.
Cleveland
You
and
get
Miami.
extra
True.
saucy
You'll
back
build
there.
up a lot of immunity right there.
Stop. We love Blake Erie and
No,
Edgewater and
I
all
ain't
the
saying
other.
nothing bad
Oh,
about
okay. And
It's my
then okay,
home.
so the invention, the shoe. So is that you're going to try to patent that or something? What's going on
Oh,
with
yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's going to be for sale
Y'all
eventually.
better patent it.
Okay.
Yep.
Somebody
Yeah,
in
'cause-
Italy
Quick.
will be
yeah.
able,
Yeah.
because a lot of people who are nudists
Yeah.
walk around, they gonna be like, hey, they got an idea in America.
Exactly.
They'll take your idea. You better patent it.
Exactly. And my one last question. You never thought to I see people go barefoot, but they put those plastic things on their feet, or do you feel like that's disturbing the connection between you and the earth?
Yeah, I
Exactly.
feel like that takes away the point of it. So
Okay.
we wouldn't
And
do
it's
it.
not as cool.
Right.
No.
And it's
I like that.
And it's not as
I can't wait to see
and it
what's
probably
next
won't make
from
you go
you.
All or
viral
nothing.
either.
All
yeah.
or nothing.
Yeah, all or
Yeah.
all or nothing. Tell our viewers where can they find your because I'm sure you guys probably seen the video, but if you haven't, let them know where they can find you guys on social.
Yeah, we're on TikTok at Christy Fritz, Instagram Christy_Fritz, and YouTube Christy Fritz.
There it is right there.
Awesome.
Can I say just thank you guys for being our
Thank
first
you guys
guest?
so much.
All
Yeah,
right.
thank you
This was
much
so
for the
fun.
opportunity.
Good. Come back when you got your track out and your invention up and running, okay?
Yeah, we will.
All right, we got
Thank you.
more. You're welcome. You got the return coming up next. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to The Return with Josh and Maria Cribbs. Now, we caught up with the youngest teacher in
Yes, we
America,
did.
Shania Muhammad. Check this out. We have a very special guest on
Yes.
the show with us today. You are not going to believe some of the accomplishments she has had at such a very young age.
Absolutely.
And actually, we came across her video. She went viral over and over again from the Jennifer Hudson show. And I said, you know what? We got to have this professional,
Right.
this young professional on the show. So please welcome Shania Muhammad to the show. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Awesome.
Can I just tell you, your clips and you taped with Jennifer Hudson. I mean, that's from like the fall, right?
Right. Yeah.
And so you going viral again. And so I'm
Yes.
clicking on your video and I'm like, wait a minute, the youngest teacher in America? Are you kidding me?
Mhm.
How old
Yeah.
are you? Tell our viewers about yourself.
Okay. So currently I'm 16 years old. I'm the youngest teacher in America. I teach 3rd grade. And it's so funny when people ask, they're like, what age is your students? I'm like, they're 8. So to them, I'm still an adult. They don't see any difference with me. They just like, oh, you're just a younger adult who could race us and all this time. Cause listen, they ain't gonna beat me in a race. I'll be like, listen, competition real serious. But currently right now I'm also in my MBA program. So in May, I graduate with my master's of business administration with a concentration in marketing. So your girl is
Wow.
ready to be done.
Oh my goodness.
That is amazing that you said you're ready to be done. And,
That's amazing.
and you're 16 years old.
16.
And it looks like you need to get to some homework, like you're in the schoolyard already. It's just
Right.
amazing because I think you're not only creating history, you're putting yourself in the history books.
Right.
You are a person right now that other families,
Yeah.
not just Black families, but other families can
Period.
say, be like her.
Right.
Be like Shania. See, there is someone who's capable of this. How does it feel to be not just a 16-year-old? I'm gonna just say this: to be in the teacher's lounge at 16.
I
Did
know.
you ever have it in your idea that this would ever happen?
No, it's so funny. I've never seen myself being what I am today. It was like never in the books. It was never in the plans. I knew I was always smart. That's always like all throughout school. Because people think I've been homeschooled my whole life. I went to regular schools pre-K through 7th grade. So a lot of it throughout my life, they're just like, oh my gosh, she's really smart. You know, test was easy for me. It just kind of came naturally. Of course, I still studied and stuff for the harder things, but I don't know. It came easier. So being a teacher now, looking at the things that my teachers did where I was irritated. Now I'm like, yo, I understand. I literally called almost every teacher I could reach that I remember. I tried to find them on social media and be like, listen, I praise y'all. Cause how? Because that's crazy. Listen, you really don't understand until you're in that classroom and your name is being called by 30 different students and you're like, okay, I'm about to explode. So it's like,
Wow.
I really appreciate them still finding that time to individually work with me. So yeah, and it's so funny because as students, we always wonder what happened in the teacher's lounge. So my homegirls, because people think all my friends are like 20. I'm like, I have colleagues who, you know, are 20, yeah, but my best friend is 16, you know. And so she was like, girl, what y'all be doing in the teacher's lounge? I be like talking about y'all. So serious. We be talking about y'all like, girl, you won't even understand. Like, yeah.
Shania, I gotta ask you, were you the only, because Josh and I talk about this sometimes about being careful who your friend group is, you know, who your friends are, because they can kind of catapult you into success or sometimes into, you know, destruction. Is anyone else in your friend group doing what you're doing, like on this
Having that type of success?
Yeah.
Or anything
Yeah.
close?
So like my best of friend, it's called my A's. This is my day one. We've been in school since 5th grade, and currently, she does her own thing in agriculture. She does landscaping, and so she's like the head of her group doing that. But she is still a junior in college. I'm not junior in college, a junior in high school. But she has an outstanding.
How old is she?
She's 17. So Yeah, so she has outstanding GPA, part of National Honor Society. So she's really smart and everything. My homegirl, she 15. I just went to her graduation. She graduated with her bachelor's. My other homeboy, his name was Marquise Dennis, I believe, or dang, I forgot his name.
He doing something. He doing big things too.
Man, he broke the world record for the most scholarship, money in scholarships. He has $9 million in scholarships. So that's when I have like another group of sisters, the youngest being 13, oldest being 17. There's a 13, 14, a 16, 17. They're all in college.
Hold on, Shania. I gotta ask you, it must be the school district. We need to move out there because I will say this, Josh.
They're a group, a smart girls group.
But it has to be in the something because I will say this. My experience in school, I went to school to socialize.
Right.
I believe in Josh, when I talked to him about his experience growing up in school, and both of us are products of public school. Right. You had some teachers that were really impactful in your life.
Right.
And I think sometimes that makes a difference when you're being educated because I didn't really care for school. You're not doing, I like fashion. I like beauty. I like entertainment. It wasn't nothing that really, kept my attention.
Right.
But I feel like if you have a teacher that you cool with, like somebody like you that can relate to you, you know about TikTok, you keeping everybody engaged, it'll make someone who might be like a wayward child kind of come in and be like, okay, I want to come to her class today because she cool. I like her. And
is that your reason why you wouldn't?
No, I'm just saying. I think that matters. So I'm saying all that to say, was there any educator or teacher in particular that kind of impacted your life to make you be like, okay, I want to do this, or Shania, come over here. You need to come over here and learn this.
Yeah.
To kind of take you under their wing.
Oh, absolutely. It actually started in kindergarten. This was the first. I used to do gymnastics, so she came to my first tournament. And her name was Miss Yargu, and it's crazy. Recently, I just got to speak in her class, being one of her students. I love Miss Yargu. She always took her time, because I was a talkative student. I was the student who was gonna say something regardless. And that's why I tell people, listen, my educational journey wasn't all green flags. I had some. Whoa, she's the talking one, but
that was me.
Listen, because now I'm a speaker, so I'm like, I get to use it for good. But no, Miss Yargu most definitely took me under her wing. She was real, I was one of the students, like in kindergarten, writing the sentence is like top tier. If you could write a complete sentence in kindergarten, you were on the advanced level. And I was writing paragraphs, and she allowed me room to grow. She never limited me because, I was advanced. She accommodated to how fast I learned things. And so she didn't hold me back. So when I went to first grade that next year, they she got to get skipped up. So I got skipped up my third grade year. And so I went from second to fourth.
Wow.
Not one grade, not one, but two. Okay.
Right. Yeah, I kept evolving. They were just like, yo, this is crazy. So Miss Yargu most definitely had a kickstart to everything. So yeah.
All right, now isn't that so cool? A 16-year-old teacher, Josh. What were you doing at 16?
Man, getting in trouble, passing notes around in class, or
do you like me? Check one, yes or no.
High
Not
school.
thinking about educating our youth, you know what I mean? But look, we got more with Shania when we return. It was a 2-part interview, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Shania, did you sell your movie rights yet? Because I swear this is a movie.
Hidden Figures, Shania Muhammad edition.
It's given Hidden Figures.
Yes.
I love it.
But it's amazing your story, and you're a teacher right now.
Yeah.
Your goals from then on, because I imagine you're a teacher because you're 16. You're still creating and climbing. Absolutely. And this is like, I'm doing this while I'm still doing this.
Amazing.
Right.
What does your future look like? Have you already set the goals yet, or where do you see yourself in the future?
So right now, I most definitely see myself. A lot of people ask me, "Are going to stay in the classroom?" I always want to have a connection to the classroom. My overall goal, I am going to start my own school. I want to become a college professor. I actually teach Success College in Life at various different colleges and have my class added on to every curriculum. And I really want to pair with HBCUs for that. I want to be an international speaker. I'm going to learn multiple languages, so I won't be limited to who I can reach. And that's when another surprising thing people don't know yet is that I'm an actor. So I just did my first short film, and I want to get into entertainment and get in some big films because I need to see more people like me me on the screen. So I'm gonna be that.
Wow.
I'm gonna be that person for those people who are looking at me. And so I can't wait to go into movie theaters and see myself. And I'm like, listen,
I can't wait to see it either.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
You're living multiple lifetimes right now,
right?
Being so young and being able to be like, I'm already working. And then in a couple years, I'm a professor. All right, done that. Now I got to be an actor. Done that. Now I got to do this.
And that's why I'm going to be an author. My book drops in February. So we're going to have this huge Black History thing going on. Oh, yeah. It's about to get crazy.
You got to come back on the show. Make sure you drop the book so we can promote it to all our audience. I will say, sky is the limit for you. Now, any kids that are watching this right now, is there any words of encouragement that you can give them? Say they might be struggling in school or they might not be reading as much. Is there anything that you can say to them that can kind of encourage them to stick with it? Because they could mess around and because you started college classes. What year did you start college?
2020. So I was 13. Fall 2020 is when I started.
And they do have those programs where you can start, you can start college courses in the 7th grade, and you graduated. You got your bachelor's. Hold on,
you got 2 degrees
on the same day, right?
Yeah. So at 14, I got 2 degrees on the same day. At 15, graduated with my bachelor's. So I got 3 now.
Dang.
Can you please get the kids watching some words of encouragement to let them know that they can do exactly what you're doing?
Absolutely. My words of encouragement is have more faith in your success than you do in your failures. A lot of time we go out into new worlds, we go out into new spaces and think, man, what if everything don't go right? What if something, goes bad? And I usually used to think like that back then. And now I go into spaces like, oh, everything about to go right. I'm real big on manifestation and getting what you really desire. So go into the uncomfortable space with the mindset of win. Don't go into the I'm a fail mindset. I said, because it's an option and you make that option before you walk into that door. So I tell my students, make the decision to succeed today. The moment you walk into my classroom, you should already be like, I'm going to be successful today.
Speak it into
existence. Different than everybody. You feel what I'm saying? So have more faith in your success than you do in your failures.
You know what?
You make me proud.
Exactly, right? I public speak often. I do a lot of speaking engagements. I can hear myself now. Shania Muhammad said, have more faith in your success
than
you do your failure.
Thank you.
The youngest, the youngest teacher in the country.
Yeah. Probably in the world.
More than likely.
Yeah, thank you. Shania, I just say thank you so much for joining us on our show. I know you're a busy lady, you got to go, but I truly appreciate you giving us your time and much success to you. I can't wait for the book, and we can't wait to see you on the silver screen in the movie theaters, okay?
Listen.
And on the stage, motivational speaking too.
On the stage.
Thank you so much for joining us. We got more of The Return with Josh and Maria Cribbs. Don't you go anywhere. We'll be right back.
All right, guys, welcome back. JOK was named GQ most stylish player in the NFL this year.
GQ magazine noticing him.
And we had JOK on the show.
Yeah, we did.
And we had an opportunity to ask him about his garments that he wear. And it was on purpose.
He's like, this whole thing?
He did not say this whole thing. But it was for to bring awareness.
Yeah.
It was to call upon the better part of people.
Yeah.
A culture, a movement. And you can go back and check out a little bit of that interview that we did with him talking about his garments. But I was picking him. I was voting. I was on the IG, on the NFL site, voting for him as well.
I didn't know you could vote.
I mean, it was on IG. The Browns posted something.
Now, Josh, you send me 101. You send me 101 reels per day. You didn't send me the link to vote so I could be part of.
I thought you was in the loop, but you could see the picture right there. That boy's looking good up there.
Good, that's a nice. You look cold-blooded. Yes.
Yes, I'm glad that he wore it. Because a lot of the and Ryan, when we look at a lot of the NFL athletes going back and forth to the games, this is. I'm looking at them. I'm like, some of the outfits they be wearing, I'm like, man, that ain't me.
He looks like he's somebody who knows he's about to get paid the bag coming up here. Because I think he's going to be the next Browns player that gets that real money extension, as he should.
Yes. Exactly, because he deserves
more money, right.
Yes,
I have a question. Why, we should do some side-by-sides of what you used to wear to the games.
Why you got to do that? See how we always got to turn it around?
Mind.
Was you making it look bad? I was looking sharp now. I'm going to have to post some pics of when I was going to the game.
I think when it comes to style, either you got it or you don't.
I mean, sometimes it's money. Ryan, when I first got in the league,
money.
I was going to K&G.
K&G's Men
and
Warehouse.
My sunglasses.
Well, you didn't know any better.
From the mall. From the little cheap stand at the mall.
So you wasn't going to Sunglass Hut. You was going to the little kiosk.
The joint that's, if you break it, you can buy another $5.
Get you some blue blockers.
$5. the gas station ones.
No, I think it's a totally different culture right now.
It is.
When it comes to these players and how they showing up to these games like
because
that.
A lot of times athletes back then, I am saying like it's a long time ago,
right.
but it's just a decade. We didn't want to dress up. Yeah. No, not me in particular, but players didn't want to have to wear. It's mandatory that guys dress up. Now athletes are embracing it.
Yeah,
and it's a part of the culture.
Mm-hmm. It looks good.
You know, keeping in line with football, the Pro Bowl was this past weekend, and at the Pro Bowl games, Micah Parsons at the Madden games said Cleveland is Cleveland.
Here we go with
when interviewed because he beat David Njoku in the game. And his comment was, well, you know, Cleveland is Cleveland. And David Njoku had to check him. Like,
he checked him?
Whoa.
The chief put the foot down?
The chief had to put his foot down. Like, hold on, man, brother. We are at the same
I ain't gonna tolerate
game.
that disrespect now, brother.
Isn't that true, Ryan?
What happened, Ryan?
Posted the video.
Yeah,
for real, what happened, Ryan?
I posted the video. I was on YouTube and I saw them playing Madden. I'm like, I saw the chief. I'm like, I got to check this out. And then as soon as I click on it, I just hear Micah Parsons talking trash as they head into halftime of the Madden game because Puka was beating David in the first half. But then, yeah, the chief came right back and said, whoa. He didn't take it for a second. Like, dude, you're sitting on the couch right next to me, bro. You got bounced in the first round at home, coming off of 16 home game win streak to Jordan Love. Like, dude, come on. You have no place to talk trash right now.
And you heard him,
the
right?
The fact that he had the audacity to even speak of Cleveland.
It wasn't just the audacity. It's just that he thought he had permission because he thought the NFL world doesn't see Cleveland as a reputable organization. Like, we're not worth it. Like everybody else was going to say, yeah, you're right. No. And the commentator, the announcer, she was just like, oh, everybody was kind of like,
where's this coming from?
Like, whoa. Hey, y'all.
Like, tell us how you really feel.
We all on the couch right now.
We're all going to be witnessing
Dallas
2 other teams
done.
besides our very own play in this game this Sunday.
We
what are you
didn't
talking
have
about?
a home game.
Yeah.
And it's nothing against Dallas. I grew up in D.C.
But that's fact.
I didn't like the Stars. I didn't like Dallas anyway. But they ain't been good since '95, since Irvin and Aikman and the boys.
You gonna have some cousins coming for you?
They ain't been good since Irvin, Aikman, and Smith.
Now you know your cousin Kizzy is a Dallas Cowboys fan. She gonna be calling that phone, Josh.
She can call because the Stars ain't been. They won and done every year. That's why the Bengals fired Marvin, Coach Marvin, right?
Marvin, you hear the accent?
Because they was always one and done.
Yep.
All right, we got one more commercial break. Yeah. We got more football.
Now you was talking spicy. We'll be right back.
I wanted to look at some of these comments because we had problems. I had problems with the comment myself. Somebody said it real good. Micah thinks he was on the 90s team or something because that's the last time they was really, really dominant. The 90s. Dallas is Dallas. Yeah, Dallas. I think that comment is true as well. Because they won and done every year. That is wild coming from a Dallas player. Jake said, bro is a ride or die for his team. He talking about Njoku. Dallas is Dallas. Got a lot of people coming to the defense of the Cleveland Browns and Cleveland. Talking about some Cleveland. The next comment says, the next batch, Micah saying that like Dallas has ever been good in his past 24 years. And then the other comments, when has Cleveland been good in this point? Why
are they always talking down on the Cleveland Browns like
somebody's
this?
Trying to combat the Dallas is Dallas. And then somebody said, that's the problem with the Cowboys fans. They don't realize Dallas is Dallas.
They don't realize their time is over. Their time is up. Dallas was hot. They had a period, and I think that's true. They had a period where they was
conference. I mean, the AFC right now is just on fire.
Yeah.
And Dallas ain't, I think that was just a wrong comment. And I applaud the chief, David Njoku, for coming to our
defense.
Our defense. Because I know he was putting the bind. He had to hit him with the whoa. You know?
He probably like, where is this coming from?
Who we have in the Super Bowl, guys? Super Bowls this weekend. We got San Francisco 49ers and the Chiefs. And I think we already said it. I think we said it last week. Ryan, you said that it was stupid to go against Mahomes.
Yeah, I've already made that mistake one too many times in my life, putting my hard-earned money against Patrick Mahomes, and he's made me pay for it many a time. So I think I'm going to be a little bit smarter, learn from my mistakes this time, and put some money on the Chiefs, because right now they're plus money, so I got a chance to make a bang for my buck right now.
Oh, they are?
For his buck. If you're a betting man, you're betting with the Chiefs. Maria, what say you?
I'm going with the Chiefs.
Chiefs.
Hands down.
Going with the Chiefs.
Yeah.
All right. Now, before I let us go, what position, Ryan, do you think the Browns need to improve upon real quick?
Yeah, I mean, 100%, it's wide receiver, right? Outside of Amari Cooper, I mean, Elijah Moore hasn't really ascended as that wide receiver too, the slot guy, as we thought. So you're going to either have to attack it in the draft, free agency, but people are going to get tagged. I don't even know if they're going to hit the market, so we're probably going to have to get someone lower, like to the 10 to 12 mil range. So the options are limited there, but it's got to be receiver.
Got to be receiver. I agree. I want another big name guy receiver wide out. I wouldn't mind him bringing another back in.
Yeah.
Another powerhouse back. Or another guy on the defense. But we'll talk about this more next week as well, Maria. I love the show today.
I did too.
I love the guests with their feet out. I love it, Ryan. I mean, I know it's a lot of people going to have a lot to say about them with their feet out.
But let me just tell you, they were trying to be respectful. They had their shoes on today, and we were expecting them to be like all 10 toes down.
I was disappointed.
Yeah,
I'm like, you got your shoes on.
How disrespectful is this? But they were so cool.
What you doing?
Yeah, they were so cool. And
Yeah,
they
they
just
was
trying to do
awesome.
their own thing.
And then the youngest teacher in the country.
In the
we
world.
Think in the world.
Shania.
Shania.
Could you imagine 16-year-old
16.
showing up to the parent-teacher conference? You looking around like, where's the teacher?
like,
She's
"I'm
like,
the
here I
teacher,
am.
boo-boo.
Right.
I am her."
That's amazing. Because I'm thinking all the stuff I was doing at 16. It wasn't. Are we? We got to wrap. The
Yeah.
show's over. We love
It
y'all.
was a
I'm sorry,
great
went over
show.
time. Love y'all. See y'all next time. Bye. Oh my
Peace.
gosh.